There are stories that inspire. And then there's the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, a boy who came from almost nothing and built everything with sweat, tears, and an unshakable will. This is not just a tale about football. It's about a life lived in pursuit of greatness. A life that began on a small island in the middle of the Atlantic, where dreams seemed too far, and success was only a fantasy whispered among the poor. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born in Madeira, Portugal, a place of beauty, but also of struggle. His family didn't have much. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a kit man for a local football club, and his mother, Maria Dolores, cleaned houses to keep food on the table. They didn't have luxury, they barely had enough. But they had love. And they had a little boy who refused to be ordinary. From a young age, Cristiano's world was the ball. He didn't play football, he lived it. On the streets, on the hills, in narrow lanes where a wall became a goalpost and dreams became the only escape from reality. People around him saw a boy who couldn't stop running, couldn't stop training, couldn't stop believing. But nobody truly knew what was burning inside him, the hunger to prove himself to the world. He wasn't the strongest, he wasn't the tallest, but he had something rare, an obsession. When other kids slept, Ronaldo trained. When others played for fun, he played for survival. Football wasn't just a game for him, it was his way out. He once said, "If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of." Those weren't empty words, they were the foundation of his destiny. At 12 years old, Cristiano made the toughest decision of his young life. He left Madeira, his home, his family, everything he knew to chase a dream in Lisbon. Alone, scared, and far from the comfort of his mother's arms, he cried himself to sleep at night. But every tear only hardened him. Every doubt became fuel. He wasn't there to participate. He was there to conquer. At Sporting Lisbon, the young Ronaldo stood out immediately. His speed was electric, his footwork mesmerizing, and his mentality unmatched. Coaches saw in him something they had never seen before, a mix of raw talent and relentless willpower. He would train until his legs gave out. He would do extra drills after everyone left. Failure was not an option. But his journey was never smooth. At 15, a doctor discovered he had a racing heart, a condition that could have ended his career before it began. Imagine that. A boy who had sacrificed everything, told that his dream might end before it even started. But Ronaldo wasn't ready to surrender. After a successful surgery, he came back stronger, faster, and hungrier. Life had tested him, and he passed the test. Then came the day that changed everything. A friendly match against Manchester United. A young, skinny Portuguese boy tore through one of the world's best defenses, leaving everyone stunned, including Sir Alex Ferguson. After that night, Ferguson made one of the most legendary decisions in football history. He signed Cristiano Ronaldo. When Ronaldo arrived in Manchester in 2003, he wasn't the superstar we know today. He was a teenager in a foreign land, mocked for his fancy tricks and flashy style. The English media doubted him, teammates teased him, and critics said he wouldn't last. But Ronaldo's answer was simple: work harder than everyone else. He transformed himself. He built his body, sharpened his skills, and turned criticism into motivation. Every training session was a war against his limits. Every match a chance to prove the world wrong. Slowly, the boy from Madeira became the man the world feared. At Manchester United, he rose like a comet: Premier League titles, FA Cups, the Champions League, and his first Ballon d'Or in 2008. But Ronaldo wasn't satisfied, because true champions never are. He wanted more. He wanted to test himself against the best. In 2009, he made another bold move, joining Real Madrid for a record-breaking fee. Critics called it crazy, but Ronaldo only smiled, because deep down, he knew what was coming. In Madrid, he didn't just play football. He rewrote its history. Week after week, goal after goal, record after record. He became the embodiment of perfection, the complete athlete, the relentless scorer, the leader of a generation. The world began to understand that Cristiano Ronaldo was not built by luck. He was built by discipline. He trained like a machine, ate like an athlete born for longevity, and lived with a singular purpose to be the best. And he was. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, over 800 goals. He broke records most players never even dream of breaking. But what made him truly great wasn't the trophies. It was his mindset. Every setback, every loss, every criticism, every failure became his weapon. When Real Madrid fans booed him, he didn't hide. He performed. When people said he was finished, he evolved. And when life knocked him down, he stood taller. Then came another chapter: Juventus, Manchester United again, and finally, Al Nassr. People thought he was done. But they forgot who he was. Ronaldo doesn't chase validation, he chases legacy. He continues to play, not because he needs to, but because he wants to. Because the fire that started in Madeira never died. Off the pitch, his story is equally powerful. From a poor boy who shared a room with 3 siblings, to a man who became one of the most influential and charitable athletes on earth. He never forgot where he came from. He never forgot the pain, the hunger, the struggle. And maybe that's what makes him different. Ronaldo's journey is a reminder that greatness is not a gift. It's earned through pain, through doubt, through relentless work. It's waking up every day and doing what others won't. It's believing when nobody else does. He once said, "I don't chase records, records chase me." But the truth is, records chase those who never stop moving forward. And Ronaldo never has. From the dusty streets of Madeira to the grandest stages of world football, from a small boy with big dreams to a global icon who defined an era, Cristiano Ronaldo's journey is proof that the human spirit has no limits. He started with nothing, no privilege, no connections, no guarantees. Only a ball, a dream, and a belief that he could become someone extraordinary. And he did. Today, when we speak his name, Cristiano Ronaldo, we don't just think of goals or trophies. We think of resilience, of hunger, of a man who turned every obstacle into opportunity and every doubt into destiny. Because greatness isn't about where you start. It's about how far you're willing to go. And Cristiano Ronaldo went from nothing to everything, forever proving that the impossible is only the beginning.